things I've heard people say, and who are not particularly from the industry or who are starting out, is should I design for SEO, for search engines, or should I design for users? It's a question, but people still confused. But I think what you do good for users is good for engines too. But what's your take on it? How should people approach that subject?
Well, I look at the definition of search engine optimization. And to me, the definition of search engine optimization is optimizing for people who use search engines.
Okay.
If you optimize for search engines only, is Google going to buy thousands or millions of dollars in your products or services? No. People will. So you design first for people. But you do have to accommodate search engines, because that's people use search engines to find sites. People first, search engine second. Always.
Yeah, that's great. Now, you've been doing this so many years.
Since 1995.
Since 1995, yeah. You've seen the whole evolution, right? SEO, it was what? Position, search positioning, visibility to optimization. Where do you see SEO going, and what trends do you predict in the next 2 years in SEO?
I listened to Mike Grand's wonderful session on Introduction to Information Retrieval, and he's talked a lot about apps, because a lot of people don't even see the browser screen because they're looking at it on their smartphone. But believe it or not, search engine optimization has not really changed as a strategy since 1995. It's putting text on your pages that people respond to. It's putting links to content that are normal and related. And if people link to your site, they're going to do it in a way that's search engine friendly, because you're describing your content and labeling your content well. That has not changed. So how is this going to change in an application? It's not. So I think that the smart SEOs are going to get back to the basics and the fundamentals and make sure they do it right.
Great. Now, that's a great input. Are you any book coming up? I know you've written a few books.
I am working on 2 books. I'm working on the next edition of Search Engine Visibility, and then, of course, I'm in the middle of an architecture book, because people need guidance, and who better than an information architect and an SEO to write a book like that.
So, any last suggestions you can give to our users? They can go access, read, if they want to read something more about this. Any
Peter Morville.
Peter Morville.
Peter Morville wrote Information Architecture for the World Wide Web. It's in its 3rd edition. It is a fantastic book. And if you need to speak an information architect's vocabulary, that's the book to read. And if you find that what you're doing doesn't align up with what Peter Morville and Lou Rosenfeld are recommending, you might want to rethink your search strategy.
So there you have it. If you want to know about a book, then go to Peter Morville. If you know how to do it, then go to Shari Thurow. Shari, so nice to have you here. Thank you very much, and thank you being with us. Thank you.